Hello.
What's good, everybody?
It's Young.Married.And. I'm Bianca.
My name is Don.
And this is Naomi. So, I have a story. Story time. Okay, so, I'm on social media, right? Don, he sends me, he tags me in this video. And it was funny. It was real funny. So I continue looking at the person's story. And I'm like, oh, ass everywhere. Ass, just mega ass. So I'm like, let me go to this person's page and see what they all about. Since clearly Adonis follows them. God. So, pretty much, I was like, that's what you like to follow? Is that right? And, yeah, he made me feel some kind of way, but we good now. We good.
But yeah, so that brings us to today's topic. When it comes to social media and being in a relationship, who is appropriate to follow? For your man.
For my man, personally, you can follow whoever you want to follow. To be very, very honest.
Just don't tag you in the shit that...
I mean, I guess so.
See, look, okay, so you want to know how this backfired, right? In ways that I never imagined. So when I sent, you know how you can send a story, like a portion of the story? I hadn't seen the whole story before I sent that. I just seen a funny video and I'm like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. She's gonna love this. It's gonna make her laugh, you know. So I sent it to her and I started going through the rest. And it's just that one video. I was like, oh, pretty much it's a girl just shaking her bare ass, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Keep going. The next thing you know, I come home. She waiting in the dark with a flashlight on her face, and
no, I wasn't.
And she was pretty much like, so who is that you follow? I was like, you talking about, did you see the video I tagged you in? That was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She said, it was okay. But who's that you follow? I was like, oh, that's beep, beep, beep.
So-and-so.
You know? I'm like, oh, so you follow people like that? I'm like what? Like, I see all the ads on his page, and I'm like, I mean, he posts more than ass. Ass is probably like 20% of what he posts. The other 80% is cool shit.
But listen,
right?
y'all, what y'all need to understand, it's not just like ass, it's the severity of the ass. Like, these are women with like not only just big juicy asses, but he's smacking their asses and like it's just so sexualized. It's more intense than just pictures of ass.
Right. So apparently I shouldn't be following this guy because
I didn't say that.
I felt like I shouldn't be following this guy because after that the video wasn't even funny no more. So it was like, you know what? I'm not sending her any more videos from anybody else because that's just going to take a turn for the worse. You know, so it's like that thing. So pretty much she's saying I can follow anybody I like. But see, that's the thing. I'm not going to follow like some girl who just like all the time is shaking ass and showing cleavage. Like, I'm not going to do that because first of all, that's just inappropriate, especially as a married man. But, and I'm not going to, you know, follow a person where all they do is post ass. You know what I'm saying? 100% smacking ass. Like, no. So, yeah.
And I guess that ties into a thought that I just had in regards to you saying that that's something you wouldn't follow is, you know, an individual, in my opinion, this is just in my head, I feel like when people do intentionally like follow these particular pages that may post like super sexualized content, I feel it can kind of like put unrealistic expectations on your spouse or your, excuse me guys, my like is just poking out like that, and kind of and it could kind of maybe weigh on your relationship. I don't know. We don't quite deal with that.
I mean, I guess it just all depends on how concerned a person is. Like, I feel like there's like, when it comes to social media and relationships, there's like two type of people. Like, well, yeah, there's like two type of people. You have like the people that's all in, like, no, like you can't be following them, or you can't be liking that, or you can't be commenting under that shit. Like, what's wrong with you, boy? And then you have the ones that you're like, I mean, it's just social media. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
And
whatever.
you got me, I kind of fall somewhere in between. I'm like, oh, sure, you can follow whoever you want, but you better not like it.
Right. You can follow whoever you want, just...
Don't let me know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Even though I'm going to go through your follow list to see who else I can
Listen,
find.
you went too far. They didn't need to know all of that.
Nah, I didn't even know. I was just taking a guess, but that cat's not the motherfucking bad. Yeah, so...
Well, you know, it is what it is.
I mean,
Sis, y'all know y'all do that too. So
Whatever.
don't act
No.
like I'm the only one.
no, right? And see another thing, right? So let's say, you know, you're in a relationship, and let's say your SO, significant other,
Okay.
yeah, that's what they call it out there.
Okay, that's new.
It's out there.
SO.
It's not new. It's out there. But let's say they're pretty popular on the ground. It's popular on the ground, which okay, whatever. And they always have people like leaving heart eyes under their pictures, like leaving comments. You know, not too crazy, but you know, comments. Then I guess that will only be if like I mean, for one, you can't control that stuff, and for
No.
two, I guess it really all depends. Like, I don't see, at least not in our relationship, where it's not like people being disrespectful like that. So like nobody's like leaving heart eyes under my pictures.
Or mine.
Only
We're
her
not-
girlfriends do it, so I guess that's okay. You know, I mean, women do that.
But say if it was the case where
What?
we did experience that, how would that, like, would you then have an issue about it?
No.
I mean, because like you
I
said,
mean,
it's nothing that we can control.
you know, I see it, I'm like, f is this? And I'd be like,
I mean, there's
Yeah.
levels to it, you know.
That's what it
People can post reckless shit, but
but, you know, it's still a line of respect. But I mean, I don't think social media should be so prevalent and so, you know, in your relationship like this, you know?
yeah.
Like, you really shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, at that, I mean, boundaries.
How can you set boundaries on social media, though? Like, the only type of boundaries you can set is you can't, like, don't follow these kind of people. Why are you leaving heart eyes? Like, you better not be leaving no heart eyes or saying no, you know, certain type of comments under people's videos or pictures, or you better not be liking these kind of pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Those are boundaries.
I guess they are boundaries.
I mean, say if you are that individual where you are over here and you're like, But, you know, you do have those people. Okay.
Speaking of liking pictures, I have a story as well. So,
Oh, shit.
it was one night, I'm chilling. I think, I don't know how old Zyla was, but that really don't matter. I'm holding her. We chilling. You know. I think she's asleep. Whatever. I get a text from Bam. About 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's a picture of a girl. Right? And I'm like, who's this? Did something happen to her? She like, do you know her? I'm like, just follow her on the ground. She was like, oh, you liked her picture. I'm like, oh, I mean, I just liked it. I mean, now, in my defense, right? Which, I understand. It was just a face picture, you know? It was just a decent picture. So it's like, okay. Now,
So-
whatever, keep scrolling, right?
So, in my mind, I'm
wait,
like,
can I
okay.
finish?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I just double tap, scroll, you know, whatever. Like, it was just a nice picture. She's not a bad looking lady, you know, I mean, whatever.
Coming from an individual who don't usually ever like face pictures of other women. So I'm like, oh, he must like her.
Oh my God.
He really thinks she's attractive. Like, I want to know what the f*** she is.
Well, you follow her.
I do follow her. I actually know her.
Right, so...
And she lives in a different city. So,
okay. so, I mean, I have, like, there are females that I follow. They put up a decent picture, you know. It's like, oh, that's a nice picture. You know, like, some people may, you know, may be like, oh, I like my makeup. Like, okay, it does look nice. You know, whatever. But that was a long time ago. Now, I don't like you know what I'm saying? Unless it got to do with food, the vacations, or her.
because I guess I look at it like this. For me, I guess I try to put myself in other people's shoes. Not saying he don't, because he's very considerate. But like, I'm going through a picture, and yes, there's attractive men on the timeline.
Right.
Do I like it? No. Because I just feel like I have no business liking it. Like, say if one of the girls posts an attractive man or whatever. Oh, okay. Keep going. Because I know that if I were to like it, chances are he's going to see that I like it, because I say a nice chunk of the people we follow are mutual friends between the both of us. So it's like, and I would kind of expect him to be like, I mean, he may not say anything, but I still don't want to make him feel any sort of way.
Right. So now I take that in consideration, and I just like, oh, nice picture.
Yeah. Social media is tricky. It could be tricky for some relationships.
Yeah, it can be. I just think it just depends on that understanding. But you know, just, I mean, certain things are important to people. So I mean, you know, just I guess you just gotta respect that.
And have an understanding between the both of you.
Yeah. So what may not seem that important to you may be important to the next person. So
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all are in a relationship, then y'all just work that out however y'all see fit. And yeah. I mean, you have people who it don't even matter to.
Very true.
You have people who are not concerned with it. You know, that's fine. You know, different strokes.
For different folks.
Amen. So yeah. So I mean, is that it for you? Is it for me?
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, peace, love, and harmony.
Yeah, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Young.Married.And. And when you comment, let us know how you feel. You know, let us know if it matters.
Am I tripping?
Is she tripping?
Am I tripping, y'all?
Am I tripping? You know, should I unfollow this 20% big booty poster guy? Or should I just follow the saints of America? You know, whatever. However, we had our talk about it. Anyway, so yeah, comment. Let us know how you feel. Let us know what you feel is disrespectful on social media. You know, how do you and your mate do social media, or if it doesn't matter, if it matters at all. You know, I actually know people who are in relationships who don't follow each other on social media. So I mean, which is okay as well. You know what I mean?
I've heard of that.
Whatever. I mean, it's social media is just social media. It ain't real life. You know what I'm saying?
It really, in real life, is not real life.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, deuces.